Hey everyone! Alright, so this is going to be Euan's update. He just turned 2 on August 3rd. I cannot believe that he is 2 years old already. Where did my baby go? The time has flown. So I think the last update that I did, he was like 17 months or something like that. So anyways, this is going to be his 2-year update. So just generally how he's doing. I'll let you know foods, what he's eating, blah, blah, blah. Breastfeeding. Are we breastfeeding? Is he weaned? I'll talk about that. Also in this video, I will let you know how he is doing with his hearing loss and that diagnosis. So if you care to hear about that, those kind of things, keep watching and I will let you know. Okay, so just generally, how is he doing? Euan is 2 years old now, and when did that happen? It's just, it's amazing that he's 2 years old. He is a busy, busy little boy. I know I've said that before, but it's true. He's very busy. He keeps me going all day long, and recently, up until about, I want to say 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was having a nap every single day. He would nap from about 1 o'clock till about 3:30 in the afternoon, and that was wonderful because it would give mommy a break and I could get stuff done, or I could get nothing done and just sit down if I needed to just sit. But a couple of weeks ago, that stopped. He just absolutely flat out refused to nap, and it became such a struggle. He would either just sit in his crib and just kind of talk to himself, or he would just cry frantically until I came and got him. Tried to let him cry just a little bit, and I don't know, there's a couple different kinds of cries. I think most of you moms will, know that there's like a whiny cry, and then there's like the serious cry, and when he would have like a whiny cry, I might just let him have a whiny cry, but he was crying like he was frantic, and so I would just go get him, and it became to the point where it was more draining on me trying to put him down for his afternoon nap than just letting him stay up. So that's what's happened. He no longer naps. He's just up during the day, and I think in the past 3 weeks he's had a nap in the afternoon maybe twice, 3 times max. And it's usually, he'll come up and sit on me, and I can tell that he's a bit tired, and so I'll take him upstairs and put him down and he'll go to sleep. But if it's just a regular day, no nap. I'm still grieving the loss of the afternoon nap. I grieved the loss because he used to, when he was little, he used to have 2 naps. And I grieved the loss of one of those naps. And then I got used to it, and now I'm grieving the loss of all naps. So eventually, I'm getting used to it now. And it gives us, the opportunity to do stuff in the afternoon that we couldn't usually because, oh, well, it's nap time and whatever. So trying to look at the bright side here, but yeah, no naps. He's eating okay. He eats well. It's hard. He'll eat most foods that I give him. He sometimes has a problem with texture. So like sometimes the food will bother him. Like sometimes rice bothers him. He doesn't like the feel of it in his mouth, but sometimes he's fine with it. Some days he hardly eats anything at all. And some days I can't get enough food in his face. And he's just eating all day long. So he's kind of like a sometimes kind of kid. It's usually he'll sleep longer in the morning, and he'll eat more during the day when he's going through a growth spurt. But when he's just normal, he kind of just picks at food. He doesn't eat a whole lot. I mean, I'm trying to get him to eat, and I give him all kinds of different foods. But sometimes he's just not hungry, and I feel like if he's hungry, he'll eat. I'm not really worried about it because other people are worried about it because they're like, oh, well, he's got to eat, and blah, blah, blah. But I just figure when he's hungry, he'll eat. Just a little hint into another part of this video. Yes, he is still breastfeeding. He, nurses twice a day, so I figure if he's not really eating a whole lot, he is getting a little bit of breast milk. So I don't really worry about it, to be quite honest. yeah, right now he's going through a growth spurt. He's sleeping more in the morning. He goes to bed at about 8 at night, and he sleeps until about 8:30. But lately he's been sleeping until about 9, quarter after 9, which has been wonderful. And he is eating all day long. He has a big breakfast. He'll have a snack. He'll have his lunch. He'll have a snack. He'll have supper, and then he'll have a snack before he goes to bed. And I just can't seem to get enough food in him. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it when he doesn't eat a whole lot, because it kind of balances out when he eats more. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I should be worried about it, but I'm not. He seems happy and healthy, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Teeth. He has all of his front teeth, and he has the molars, like one on each. Yeah. He got those probably when he was about 22 or 23 months. He got those molars. And he hasn't had any other teeth come in. So I don't know when the next ones are supposed to come in, but it doesn't seem to be coming in right now. So he's able to eat better now that he has the molars, which is great. So, but he still has trouble with like carrots, and raw celery. He doesn't really care for raw celery whenever I try to get him to eat it, like with Cheese Whiz or peanut butter on it. He doesn't really care for the taste, which I don't blame him, because I don't like celery either. But he really likes carrots, cooked carrots, and he likes carrot sticks, and so he'll try to eat them, and I just watch him really carefully, but usually he'll chew on it for a while, kind of like gum, and then he'll spit it out because he can't chew it enough to swallow it. So he just needs another molar, and then I think he'll be fine. So yeah, that's it about teeth. We just had his birthday. He turned 2 on August 3rd, but Jason wasn't home on his birthday because I think most of you are aware Jason works away. He's away for 2 weeks and then he's home for a week. So Jason wasn't going to be able to be home for his birthday. So the week before, when Jason was home, we had a party for him out at Jason's mom's, because my house isn't really ready, or wasn't really ready to have a big party. Not that the party was big, but you know, anyway, we had a party out at Jason's mom's, and, you know, he had a blast. Jason's mom has a pool, and so he swam in the pool, and we got him a tricycle. Right now, the tricycle has, like, a handle that comes out the back so I can push him, and he got, like, a few other toys. He's obsessed with Dinkies right now. It is hilarious. I am absolutely the mother of a little boy because Dinkies are all over my house. It's funny how boys gravitate to those things. Like, I wasn't the one that initially started getting him Dinkies. We got him blocks and things like that, and he played with the blocks all the time. But my mom, I believe, took him to Walmart, or I'm not exactly sure where, and so she was like, oh, I'm gonna get him a toy since we're out. And they went just up and down, and he pointed at the Dinkies. He wanted that. And so ever since then, he's obsessed with Dinkies. I just can't get over it. It's so funny. He'll like line them up, and like everything is just like a glorified parking lot. Every surface, he'll just like line them all up and have them all like that. It's so cute. And Jason, when Jason's home, Jason and him will play Dinkies because Jason was obsessed with Dinkies when Jason was little. I don't really understand what's so fun about them. I just never really got it. But hey, he loves it, and so loves his Dinkies right now. So since Jason was away on his birthday, we did have a little thing here at the house on his birthday because I just couldn't not sing him happy birthday on his birthday. So we had people come over. I told them like no gifts, you know, he's already had a birthday party, but I just wanted people to come over and sing him happy birthday. And my mom's side of the family, like all of my cousins from that side, and my mom and her siblings are all amazing singers. And so it's like always just a nice thing when they sing. And when they sing happy birthday, they all do their harmonies, and it just sounds so nice. So yeah, I have a clip, so maybe I'll put a clip right here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Euan. Happy birthday to you. And
blow?
Let Euan blow
Can you
it.
blow it out?
Euan needs to blow it. You blow yours out later.
1, 2, 3, blow. Oops, sorry. Blow. Sean, do you want to help him?
Gentle.
Yeah.
You're not close
Here,
enough.
come on down here.
You gotta get close.
All right.
There
Oh,
we
yay! Thank you, Sean. So, yeah, it's always so nice when they sing happy birthday, and so I had to have them come and sing happy birthday on his birthday. So it wasn't a big deal, but we did have that on his birthday. Alright, so let's talk about breastfeeding. So basically, in a nutshell, Euan is still breastfeeding. I am not interested in making him wean. I'm just not comfortable with it. I've tried to encourage it. I've tried to cut out daytime feedings altogether because I just feel like he is 2 and it's not necessary. The only time I will let him is if he's not feeling well. Or, yeah, usually it's just when he's not feeling good, or occasionally sometimes, but very rarely does he nurse during the day now. He will nurse first thing when he wakes up, and he used to nurse before he would have his afternoon nap, but since he's not having an afternoon nap anymore, that nursing session is gone, and then he will nurse before he goes to bed. And that's how it is 90% of the time. Just like I said, occasionally if he's not feeling good, he will nurse during the day, and I'll let him if he's not feeling well. Yeah, I've tried to, like, in the mornings, like, just take him, instead of taking him out of his crib and taking him, we nurse in bed, I take him out of the crib, and then we go and lay down in bed for a few minutes while he nurses, and it basically is just the time that I need to wake up, because I'll never be fully awake in the morning. I'll never wake up before he does, because I need my sleep. So anyways, we nurse in bed, and I've tried to encourage weaning by, you know, just instead of just taking him in the bed, to like just put him on the floor and like go and do something else, see if he gets distracted, and he never has. He always just comes up to me, he's wanting me to pick him up, and he's, you know, pointing to the boob, and he's taking me to the bed, and he's like patting the bed to like say, okay, come on, Mom, let's nurse now. And so if he's that adamant, I'm not interested in making him stop. And before bed, I tried to, when he was still napping in the afternoon, I've tried to just rock him, you know, on the rocking chair, or just like giving him a cuddle and having, you know, him be quiet for a couple minutes, and then just putting him down in the crib and not nursing him, and it's never worked. He always wakes up and he's screaming and he wants to nurse, and so it's the same thing before. I've never tried before bed, but I've tried before nap, and it just seems like nursing before he goes to sleep is just what he likes to do to wind down. I don't know how I'm going to cut that out, to be quite honest. I think it's going to be difficult. So, yeah, breastfeeding and weaning. Talking about that, I mentioned in my previous just general life update that I posted that we're going on vacation. We're going on vacation at the end of August for my 30th birthday, and so Euan is not going to be coming with us. I am going to be leaving him with my parents for an entire week now. I plan on pumping while I'm away in the morning and in the evenings, because that's when he usually nurses. But I don't know if he will continue to nurse when I get back. We'll have to see. If he stops, I will be okay with that, because I don't know, he's 2, and if he wants to stop now, that's okay with me. But it's also okay with me if when I come back, if he wants to continue to nurse, that's fine with me too. I would really like to get pregnant soon. And should I get pregnant, while I'm pregnant, I'll probably try to encourage weaning a bit more, just because I'm not really interested in tandem nursing. If I try to wean him while I'm pregnant and he is still just adamant on breastfeeding, I'll probably tandem nurse, just because I'm just not interested in pushing him. I know that's not for everybody, but for me, it's what he it's what he likes. It's his comfort. It's his cuddle with mom. And I'm just not willing to forcefully take that away. I'm okay to encourage it, so long as he is going along with the encouragement, but if he's not okay with it, I'm not okay with it either, if that makes sense. And a question that I wanted to post to you guys is, any of you nursing moms, especially you nursing moms of older children, like, 2 years old, toddler age, did you ever go away from your child for an extended period of time and have to pump while you were away? How did that go? How did your child react when you came back? I would love to hear your guys' experiences in the comments or private message, whatever is better for you. So yeah, basically that's it with breastfeeding. He's still breastfeeding. He's not weaned yet, but he might be after my vacation, but we'll have to see. I'll have to do an update when we get back and let you know how all of that went. Because I think that's going to be quite interesting. I'm worried about blockages because I'm prone to blockages. There was a while there where I was getting blockages like every single day. Not every single day, like once or twice a month I would get a blockage. And I went to the doctor and they said that it wasn't mastitis because I didn't have a fever and it would go away, even though it would come back. It was recurrent. They didn't think it was mastitis. But, and this was probably when he was like 20 months, no, before then, like 18 months or 19 months, around then, I would get all these blockages. And then it wasn't long around that time that I got bronchitis and I had to have an antibiotic, and after that I didn't have a single blocked duct. So I think I might have had a very mild case of mastitis or recurring whatever, and then once I had the antibiotics it kind of cleared out whatever was in there, because I haven't had a blockage since. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how this vacation goes, and I will have to update you on that when I get back. Okay, so Euan's hearing loss. Let's just talk about how he's doing. Basically, he's doing great. He is doing so amazingly well. He has his hearing aids. He's had them since May, and he does really well with them. He doesn't take them out. He will take them out when he's angry with me, or if I'm getting after him, telling him not to do something. He'll rip his hearing aid out because he doesn't want to listen to me, so that's great. I'm in for it. But just, during the day, he's fine. And it's not every day that he yanks them out on me when I'm telling him not to do something, but maybe like once or twice a week he'll do that. So that's great. As far as his speech and how he's doing now that he has the hearing aids, he is babbling up a storm. He babbles so much more than he did, and it is just like his own language. It's sentence structure, it's punctuation, everything that you can think of about, but it's his own language. He does have 2 words, sort of. He will say dad, and it comes out just da. And he will say, and that's like when asked, can you say dad? And he'll say da. And then when I say, can you say please? He'll say gee. And those are the 2 words that he has. And I'm calling them words because they're consistent. He doesn't really, he'll look at Jason and say dad. But he kind of does that to me, and he kind of does that to just people in general. He does have some signs. He does some sign language to, just basic ones to communicate. So if he wants water, he kind of does it like this, or if he wants more, or if he wants to eat, or, just basic signs I introduced. I didn't introduce too many because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a hindrance or a help, but he's been to the speech therapist, and she is very encouraging of continuing with signs and adding more signs. So that's kind of what we're in the process of doing, just adding more signs to his repertoire. And she just thinks that so long as I'm saying the word as I'm signing it, that he will eventually kind of put 2 and 2 together and start saying it as well. So right now he doesn't say, he does have a couple learn to listen sounds, and what that is, you know, everything has a sound associated with it. So like a cow is moo, pig, oink, and you know, a car is like vroom vroom. And so this is the sign for car, and vroom vroom with it. And this one is airplane, and he loves airplanes and cars. As I've mentioned, he loves the Stinkies. And so we also live next to an airport, and so when he hears the planes overhead, he will run to the window and he'll go, ah. So that's the learn to listen sound that goes along with airplanes. So he's kind of putting these things together, and all of this is just an indication that he's ready to talk, and he just needs, you know, more help and more practice. And the speech therapist and his teacher that works with him is just very happy and pleased with his progress so far. And, you know, they've given me some pointers, but they think that I'm doing pretty good. You know, don't mean to toot my own horn. No, I'm just kidding. But they said that, you know, I'm doing what I need to be doing to encourage him, and basically they're just trying to encourage me to encourage him. So yeah, everything is going really well, and I'm really hopeful that, you know, the words will start coming soon. I'm trying not to put too much like of a timeline on it because, you know, as the speech therapist said, you know, he's only had his hearing aids for about 3 months. And, you know, so technically he's only been hearing for 3 months, and so it takes a little bit of time. But he's doing really well, and he, you know, makes eye contact, and he, you know, does his own language. And she said all of that is just really good indication that he's ready to talk. So basically, in a nutshell, his hearing aids are doing great. And maybe in, I think, a separate video, because this one is getting quite long, I'll put in his reaction to having his hearing aids put in. I did film that because Jason wasn't able to be with me, and so I wanted to be sure that he saw Euan's reaction to them going in. So I'll put a clip to that. I'm not sure when I'll get that edited, but I'll be sure to upload it for you so that you can see how he was when he got his hearing aids. But yeah, everything is going well in that department, and I'm really hopeful that, you know, things are progressing really well. Okay, so that was a really long update. I'm gonna try to edit that down a little bit. I'm not sure how well I'll do it. If you stuck out the whole video, that's awesome. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you guys taking the time and being interested in my life and in my child's life. And your support just means a huge amount. So if you stuck it out to the end of this video, I love you so much. And not that I don't love the ones that didn't stick it out too. I love you all, but a special little bit of love for all of you that stuck it out to the end. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know as always, and I'll try to update those questions in a future video or just answer them in the comments. But other than that, that's it for Euan's update, and I will talk to you later. Bye!